All right, everyone. Welcome to Ernesto. Welcome to my pod. Thanks for
What's up,
coming,
man?
dude. I know you're coming from far ways
Not
out
far
in
away.
what, LA.
2 hours drives,
Yeah,
like
that's not
2 hours.
bad.
I mean, no,
And
it
then,
was
and then
easy.
you came with your cousins. You guys got some
Yeah,
lunch.
caldo from Italy.
Yeah, that's awesome. Dude. Welcome to the U.S. I like this style with the Rolf. Is that Ralph Lauren? Is that Polo?
Ralph Lauren,
Ralph Lauren. Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
a little bit more classic than
Yeah.
me. I'm more like bohemian poetry,
Yeah.
like
I love that, dude. All I wear is like sweatpants and like t-shirts. So it's nice to see a
like
difference.
more gypsy style.
Yeah, I like that stuff, dude. But feel free to just introduce yourself and tell me
Yeah,
where
of
you're coming
course.
from and all that
Yeah.
good stuff.
Well, I'm Ernesto Russo from Italy, and I born and raised in this small village in Italy. It's called Casal del Principe.
Okay.
Yeah, and pretty much this little town, it's really famous because you have two options: or you become a cops, or you become
Yeah.
or
Okay.
become an
Yeah.
So
The
my
opposite.
my father just want to give me better future, so I moved to the north, Italy, Milan, and there I discovered tennis. I was one of my best player in Italy for many years,
Mm-hmm.
and in juniores, and after when I start to play tennis really high level, I have the moment that you gotta choose what to do in your life, and uh, money was very it was affecting a lot because my family was like normal family, but how much is expensive be on tour
Yeah.
for ATP and try. So I got noticed by one of the best agents for modeling, and I started modeling and
How old were
travel.
you when this happened?
This happened when I was around the 19.
19. Okay.
Yeah, in
And you were in Italy still.
yeah, I was
Okay.
in Bologna. I was play against Simone Bolelli.
Mm-hmm.
There now everybody knows who is
Yeah.
Simone Bolelli. Yeah. So it's after finish the match, I was really upset because I lost this 3-set battle. And the guy, the owner of this agency in Milan, one of the best agencies, was called Riccardo Guy. He approached me and said, "Really, listen, I think you have another way to make a lot of money and in the easiest way than in tennis." So I was like, "Yeah, man, but I'm a sport athlete. I don't do these things. Like, no, listen to me. Just to like couple of picture. You come in my office and long story short, he sent my picture to Dolce Gabbana.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Very
I
cool.
got a contract for 6 months. All billboard everywhere, and after. I modeling for the best brand, Versace, Armani, Prada, for many years.
Yeah.
And your life was amazing, and always I keep tennis in my life because I moved to Shanghai
Mm-hmm.
after a while, and I was like playing the Chinese tour for tennis and be an actor and modeling. I did a couple of movie.
Which
I did,
ones?
In China.
Okay.
In China, yeah, for sports, for
Okay.
commercial, My love is for modeling always helping me to traveling around the world, discovery, new place, learn new language, it opened a lot of doors, until I arrived 30 years old. My best friends where I was working for in Shanghai, he moves to LA. So for me, it was a dream, a dream
Yeah.
come true. And the rest of this, it's history because what I'm doing with the racket sport in general, sport around because I come from paddle tennis.
Mm-hmm.
It's a really famous sport in Venice Beach, and paddle tennis. It's another reality that I want to talk about it. That open for me a lot of doors and dreams. Like until I landed here and play pickleball for a reason.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's a really good intro. I
Yeah.
just want to touch base first and foremost about so like your modeling days,
Yeah,
right? So
sure.
I'm actually funny enough, my dad he did some modeling for Calvin Klein.
I
for
can see that.
For
Bro,
underwear.
come on, you look like a Greek gods, man.
No, I appreciate that, bro. Thank
No,
you.
I'm joking.
No, but it's funny enough because he he did it and he was telling me about it and I made fun of him, whatever. So
Right.
all the good stuff. But I was wondering, like, when you're modeling for, big brands like you did,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like, what's the money like in modeling?
Well, money like it's depend a lot. For women, is a lot of money.
Yeah.
For women, all the girl makes money.
Yeah.
For men, it's a little bit more struggling. But when you create your character, your personality, for example, I'm making an example. When I was going to casting, I was always going like, I want to get the job. Like I was like in front of the client, like attitude. Like I don't care about your opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're watching my picture, but I'm here and I want the job.
Yeah.
So I will talk with a client like that. And they capture because you have 5 seconds to get the job.
Yeah.
Like they mostly watch the book like this and okay, thank you. Like this is like, you don't know my story. I came here, I did my picture, I traveling, to come here and have this money. You gotta watch me because
Yeah.
so I always make some jokes in the beginning, and that's making me get a lot of jobs.
Yeah.
A lot of contracts, big contracts with big brands, because they always think like, yeah, you're a model, but they want the real things. Like,
Well, they want the personality to be out there.
Man,
Yeah, you
like
want to be
in,
flashy.
like in pickleball, I put myself for a spectator in the PPA tour, and I want to be entertainment because in the end of the day, I'm paid the tickets.
Yeah.
I pay the money to see what's inside the courts, not a robot that is playing with no emotion. That's what, and I'm full of emotion. When I
I
go,
know.
yeah, when I go in the court, for me, central court is like a fucking it's like a stage.
Yeah, you can cuss,
I'm
bro. It's all
like
good.
I'm like a Elvis Presley. It's my moment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I play with the crowd. I play with everything. I argue with the referee that I love. I'm
Yeah.
joking.
No, I get it.
But referee hate me. In the
I'm
the
sure
night,
they don't.
bro, explain me why 2 referee for me only for any round.
Maybe it's because you were serving from here.
Probably. But my serve got better, by the way. So talk about modeling. The money wise, yeah, you can make some money. Like I bought a house in Italy.
Oh,
like,
nice.
Yeah, like
You still own it?
Yeah, of
Nice.
course. My mother lives there. Like you gotta be smart because it's easy money. It's easy to spend. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
What does like a 6-month contract with
well,
Dolce Gabbana like looks like?
At Dolce Gabbana, I got this contract when I was 19. I remember, and I was working for showrooms. I don't know if you.
I don't know what that is.
Showrooms is like basically you work office time. You go there, you show your picture, how the clothes fitting, and all the buyers from the other shops from all around the world.
Yeah.
They come and they want to see the clothes fitting, and they 1,000 jeans, blah, 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 1,000, but they want to see the models,
Yeah.
So I was working for that. I was working for a billboard, runway, like all the shooting catalog. I meet also Domenico and Stefano Gabbana.
Okay.
And really nice people, like all these designer. Like for me, it was easy because living in Italy, I was Italian, like I can talk with them, like they can understand where I am, like I'm not just the mannequin, like they want to know who Ernesto is, like it's cool. It was like, it was very dream lifetime, like, but I much prefer the athlete sports career.
Yeah. Do you feel like there's a part of you that maybe gets like misunderstood sometimes? Like,
oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Man. Anytime, bro. Like, every day every moment of my life.
Yeah.
Because, when you too much passion, you expose yourself. When you keep everything inside, like emotion, like I make an example, like Ben Johns. I like that guy a lot, but he doesn't show anything. Like he win the point, he lose the point.
Looks the same.
Looks the same. So it's like it's very cold blood. Like I wish I can be a little bit like percentage of that.
Yeah.
I'm the totally opposite. Like I'm the like day and night. You know what I mean? Like, and for me, I also have to fight with my demons inside. Like I will like we're gonna talk soon about it. Like my it's a double
Edged sword.
yeah, because it can affect you. Like in some other way, a lot of people can love me, some other people can judge me, but in the end of the day, who is really in my life and my friends? They know how good I am and how given person I am. That my heart is big. It's huge.
Yeah.
But you can see my dark side in the court because that's what I learned. When my father put my rackets in me in 3 years old, I was thinking that the tennis court is like a UFC cage.
Yeah.
Like you gotta go there and be like an animal because that makes you win as well. But sometimes I can't control that part.
Yeah.
And it takes the control of the body, of the emotion. It's happened to everybody.
Yeah.
It's happened to you, by the way.
It's happened a couple times here and there. Yeah.
But like I can see, because I'm a very spiritual person, and I can see the aura energy of people, and I know you're connect, and we connect each other because otherwise I wouldn't be here at this amazing podcast.
No, I appreciate that, bro.
It's a dream for me come true.
No, I appreciate that, bro. Thank you. And yeah, no, I think obviously like, when I go on tour and I'm mostly doing my thing, right? This and this. But I mean, I feel like maybe people misunderstand me a little bit too, but for the most part, like, I'm nice to everybody. I get along with everyone. I don't have any beef with anybody.
Can't do that.
But let's talk about, why and how you got started into pickleball.
Oh yeah, that's, I think, is the most unique story because nobody have the same reason I have. But everything become like, you're never gonna believe me, but in the beginning, I really hate pickleball.
I did too.
I was against pickleball.
Yeah.
Like if you tell me I play pickleball, I will like fucking punch in the face and say, "Fuck, get the fuck out, you pussy!" Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm playing on the tour, and I love the sport right now. So I tell everybody, say I hate pickleball. Like you gotta play the sport, you gotta know the sport, and you gotta feel the same that I feel right now. Because I start playing pickleball just because a combination of events. So there is this documentary coming outside soon because it's like 3 years there. It's already done. It's called King of Venice. And I have them say thanks because I'm the protagonist of this documentary. And
awesome.
Ben Johnson and Irina Tereshenko are in the movie. So it's an amazing movie. Like it's unbelievable. It's like epic. Like I can't wait to come out. It's gonna talk about the story about our sports, paddle tennis. It's really small sports in Venice Beach, but a lot of people love it. I think it's still in the first position in my heart as the best sport that I want to play. And what happened, and I don't want to spoil it that much, but what happened that I'm gonna be play with Ben during the match in paddle tennis because these are tournament $50,000 tournaments.
That's pretty big.
Yeah, big. That's why Ben and Irina came.
Yeah,
because they want to get the prize and
they thought they could just come over for a day and get all the money.
But I don't want to spoil it. Okay, I don't want to spoil because you gotta watch the movie. And something clicked in my mind in that movie that I said, you know what, I gotta training like a dog and become a good player in pickleball because I can do it, and I'm gonna come for you for your. I want to just beat Ben Johnson because like not even get a medals, but it will be something for me. And these are the nicest guys. He's the nicest because when I told him like this, he didn't even reply. He's like
cold-blooded.
Yeah, Ben was like, okay, Ernesto.
Yeah.
And guess what? This is never gonna believe it. My first tournament, I training 8 months. My first tournament, PPA, in Hyundai Master in Palm Springs. I signed for singles. I qualify. I beat. We don't never play any tournaments. I remember. I beat PK. Kawak. It's an amazing player, but I didn't know. Crazy match, 11-9, and after I beat in last round, qualify Jack Murrow.
Okay.
3-set battle.
Good wins.
Yeah, good wins. Because when you go there and you fight, now I know all the player and this is. Before I was like just hitting shots, and everything was going in. So a lot of spectacle, and after first round, main draw, Ben Johnson.
How did that go?
I have to say, first set he schooled me.
Yeah.
Like he like I was like the little mouse in the kitchen. Like he really showed me the game, you
Yeah.
know. And I was like, wow, what's going on? And I was like cramping because also 3 match before.
Yeah,
I was like,
sure.
wait a minute. Second set, bro. I don't know what happened,
Mm-hmm.
but I start to hear it because I have a good serve. You know, like I was hitting serve and forehands and passing, like right and left, and I was up like 6-5, something like that. You know, I was like, whoa, like what's going on? You know,
I can win this.
yeah, I can win, and I lost 11-8, something like that. You know,
That also happens
Yeah,
a lot with Ben. Yeah. Like, oh, it's getting kind of close.
But
let me
I was
just try.
so proud of myself. You know, first tournaments, qualify main draw and play Ben. You know, because I told him I give him my promise I'm gonna come for you.
Mm-hmm. But it hasn't happened yet.
I play him.
Yeah, but you didn't beat him.
No, man. If you beat him, I can stop play pico.
Maybe it was better that you didn't beat him then.
Yeah, man.
No, that's cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what tournament was that? Which
That
one?
was Hyundai Master,
Hyundai
Palm
Masters.
Spring, but not this year. The 1 year, because it's already 1 year and a half that I'm on tour.
Yeah.
This year happened worse. I got disqualified.
We'll talk about that too.
I think I'm the only one.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. But also,
So funny.
you know, playing pickleball, coming from Italy, you know, modeling and all this stuff. I saw this video on Instagram with you, or maybe Facebook, I don't know. But you did win the national championship in Italy.
Oh yeah.
Which is probably the biggest tournament in Italy, probably, right?
Yeah.
And obviously, you coming, you know, you're Italian. You know, what did it mean to you?
Oh my God, bro! I think for 1 week I was like in paradise. Because you feel like you're the king of Italy, like, and I am.
Yeah.
Because I'm like Ben Johnson in Italy.
Yeah. No, basically. Yeah.
And sorry, but I'm the only Italian on tour. And we understand this without talk.
Yeah. No, I know
So
exactly what you're talking about.
I know there is you can screaming wherever you want, anytime. Andiamo, forza. The real Italian stallion, it's here.
Yeah.
It's Ernesto Russo.
Yeah.
And this, you know, nobody can take it from me.
You're the best Italian player.
Oh yeah. Well, I won the national mix and men double division. So I dominated.
Too?
No, they didn't do singles. Otherwise, who would win singles?
Yeah, yeah. No,
But
you're
you know,
very good at singles.
thank you, bro. But I dominated there because you know the sports there is it's not a growth like you know like here in the United States. So I showed them the real game, you know, like I was jumping from the kitchen, doing Ernie, and like dropping the ball and going in the kitchen and close all these balls. So the commentator was crazy, you know, like they were calling me the American, you know, like the American, come here and stole the title.
You took that personally.
No, I was like, bro, I'm more Italian than you, man. Like, what are you talking about? Like, you know, that Italy is particular because also these things that I live here in the United States, but I live here because I want to play with the best.
Yeah.
You know, like that's the way to do it, you know, like. But in Italy, I'm going to go soon, you know, like we play this national because in Torino during the same ATP finals with all the best players, Sinner, Djokovic, you know, it was the same village.
Yeah.
They build like, you should see it, bro. Like in Italy, they do things like, you know, clean, you know, luxury and stuff. So all the people from the tournament, they were coming and see that in the you know, when they finish the match, for example, if Djokovic Sinner finished the match, boom, all the crowd will come in and watch the pickleball tournament.
Oh, wow, nice.
Yeah, and with
Very
the TV, with all the sponsor, Armani, Caffè, Lavazza, and all these big, huge sponsors, you know, like, and everything was amazing. Like, all my family freak out, you know, like all these, you know, like it's proud for me. Like my uncle, my uncle who still has the flag outside the house. You know, like things like this. You know, like it's nice to. Of course, I was in advantage because you know I played this sport for 2 years with the best player in the world and go to Italy. I just like stole the title by the way, but I have to play. It was not easy because I play with these my friends. He was ATP player, Roberto Marcora.
Okay.
Then we are national champion in Italy together. So I trained him 1 month before I went
that's
to Italy.
perfect. That's perfect.
He's an ATP tennis player. I was struggling, man, like because you know teach him how to dink. You know when you start play pickleball, you're like, Oh my God.
Yeah, you don't know what to do. You're kind of
You're
lost.
so stiff.
You're like
You
in a
know, you're
jungle.
stiff. You don't know what
Yeah.
the kitchen is. What's the drop? What's the D? What's the flick?
Mm-hmm.
You know, like he was watching me like, you know, like, whoa.
Like, who's this guy? who's this American?
Yeah, no, American, no, because if you talk to me in Italian, I'm very Italian.
Mhm.
Like you can see.
I can tell. I can tell. You're.
But by the
you're
way,
night and day from
yeah,
Julian Arnold.
Italy was amazing. Torino was amazing. I was there with my wife, Katrina, and Luca, my stepson. That's for me.
Oh, you're
was-
married?
Yeah.
Oh,
man,
dude, nice. I
yeah,
didn't know that.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
wonderful marriage.
awesome.
The love of my life. You know,
Mhm.
wonderful woman, Katrina Gluzak. Yeah.
Nice, dude. I didn't know that. That's
Yeah.
How old are you?
Me, I'm.
Yeah.
How can I say?
How old are you?
Bro, I'm 38, bro.
38?
Yeah, but
Oh,
I'm I feel like 25. you know.
Yeah, you act.
Because
you
it's
act
the
20.
spirit, you know, it's
Yeah.
the spirit.
That's-
It's the
you're
tra-
young.
No, I'm still fighting with all these kids in qualify.
Yeah.
They run like a dog, man. Like
Yeah.
it's, you know how it is.
Yeah, I know how. I know exactly how
Qualifying,
it is. Dude, that's
qualifying
awesome.
in single now become harder than win the first round, man. Because all these
Yeah.
qualify arrive with the knife in their mouth.
Mhm.
Even the first round, bro, is like, what the? Because, by the way, pickleball, everybody can be good.
Yeah,
You
for
know
sure.
that.
I agree.
Basketball player, baseball player. Yeah, it's a combination. You don't need to be a tennis player background. You know, like
No.
no, you have to. It's in a bad. But look, Dylan Fraser.
Mhm.
I love that kid. You know, like Aiden.
awesome.
Aiden
And
never.
he
play-
won the Masters.
yeah, he won.
Singles.
But because his technique is very unorthodox,
Mhm.
but he's so effective. You know,
Yeah.
like he move like he's a wonderful player. You know,
Yeah.
so everybody's good. So I was losing this match with people, and I don't feel bad because you know, like it's a game. You got to learn the game first.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
that is true. And let's talk about your tournament in Dallas where you lost your
Oh my
sponsorship.
God,
I know you
yeah.
had a pretty good deal with a very well known.
Yeah, it was helping
title
me.
sponsorship.
Yeah, they were helping me a lot, and you know, like be on tour, the struggling of money wise, you know, financially, it's hard, man, because
Yeah.
you know, like it's a lot of money. Like,
Yeah.
every week you need at least $2,000 a week to traveling.
sure. That's
and
like
if you-
minimum.
Yeah, and if you want to be there, because when you're at the tournament, first of all, you get better practice.
Mm-hmm.
You make better connection, you know, for eventually partnerships, you know,
Yeah.
like people. So you want to stay all week,
Yeah.
you know,
sure.
like to training, to leave the tournaments, right?
Yeah.
So that's cost you like 2K at least.
Well, yeah, I mean, especially when it's so expensive to already
Yeah.
get there, right?
Oh
And
my
then like a
God.
lot of people don't understand that like the tournament is one thing, but everything before and after the tournament is maybe almost sometimes even more meaningful.
Yeah.
You know, but I know you something happened. It has something to do with like a
Yeah.
little heckler. So
It's
talk
it's
to
like,
us. Talk to us
yeah,
about
no,
that.
it's crazy because it takes me like 6-7 months to recover, man. It was
Wow.
it was hard.
Yeah.
It hit me hard, you know, because when I truly, you know, you sponsor me and
Yeah.
I wear your T-shirt, your brand.
Mm-hmm.
It's like tattoo in my heart.
Yeah.
I go in the car, I battling for you. You know, I will die for you.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? And you didn't even want to know my part of the story, my version. Like, it happened that for the first round to qualify, there was this Heckler screaming at me every point, every missing volley, everything, whatever you will believe, like
Yeah.
pussy, Italian, blah blah blah, like fuck you. Even spit me from the fence.
No way.
And I went to talk with the ref, with everybody. I say, listen, I can't continue play. So I'm not joking, bro. He followed me the first match that I won, and I believe it was his friends or somebody, you know, like second match, third match, until I didn't qualify in the third match, but I was trying to keep it, you know, like I don't want to punch the guy in the face, right?
Mhm. So it was a guy.
I was a guy,
Okay.
yeah, in the crowd. So you're never gonna believe this. First round double qualify because you know I tried to qualify singles.
Mhm.
I lost third round, third set, so I was cramping. So I go.
Yeah.
I was play with Quan Duong.
Yeah.
He's like my best friend. We start playing pickleball together.
Yeah.
We come from paddle tennis.
I love Kwon.
So yeah, yes, we literally start together
Yeah.
pickleball journey. So you know we were playing doubles together, and the father was there, and you know Duke. I wish I have trainer like him, like a coach like him, I would be like,
Yeah,
you
I
know what
would
I mean?
too. I would too. I 100% agree.
But long story short, he would say, Ernesto, it's not in your brain. Let it give me a lot, because in timeout, this guy was coming fighting me, and there were a lot of pro watching, like what's going on. So I say, Ernesto, keep it cool, until like the third set, man, like we lost, but I lost my mind, when they start to body bags and the guy insulting you, it's you get nervous, right?
For sure.
So I have
Anxious,
nervous, like you want to destroy something, like, plus because it got in my mind, it got in under my skin, all day. So I have this, remember, me go outside the court and have two options, go right or left to confront the motherfucker. So I say, fuck it. I went to...
And you went left.
So I went left. Yeah. And I remember I took the guy, I was like, motherfucker. And all the ref count, all the club, they were...
You hit him?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay,
I didn't.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't, but he scared the shit out of him.
Yeah.
I was like, why you want to do this? It was bad. It was bad. Like, I fuck it up.
Yeah.
I fuck it up. But I for sure some... manager or they were the gazebo or my sponsor there, and they saw that I was wearing the T-shirt and with the name of the brand. And basically, I remember I took a shower. I went to the taxi to go to the airport. That's it. Email from the top, and say you're no longer with us. We don't want to hear your answer. There is no your account is locked. That's it.
What happened so quick?
Like, like at least, it didn't happen on TV first. It didn't happen on the court second. It happened outside the court. And it didn't got, how to say, physical. It was verbal. Like I scream a lot, but it was in an Italian way. I let him know that, like my spot, don't fuck with me.
Yeah,
I'm Italian.
Sure. Yeah, I've seen that, dude. I've seen that video. That's the best video ever.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. I
hope many,
many comes, But I know
that is awesome.
But I know that a lot of close the door. A lot of door open now. I don't have any sponsorship. If you guys want to get a deal,
get this man sponsored.
Here is the brand.
Would you play a lot more? Because I know you. Like the way that I see it is, sometimes you're playing like 2 or 3, sometimes you don't. Like
man, I will stay in tour every time. I love it.
If you had a good sponsor.
And also, like what I'm saying, you say I'm an amazing single player, and thank you so much.
Yeah.
But my intention was like, you know what? I will go my run for singles like Avatar did, But believe me, bro, on doubles, I have better skills. Because from paddle tennis, I have the reset. I think
quick hands.
I think so good right now. Yeah. My drive is strong. My drop is getting precisely. I need strong partnership because with my personality, if you ever on the central courts with somebody that doesn't miss, and I will deliver it. And people will have fun. Like you want to see somebody like me.
Yeah.
Come on.
No, I
like,
agree. I mean,
you know what I mean? Like I can't be on the. Struggling, like 3 round, 4 round, cramping and main draw,
Yeah, for sure. No, it's difficult, right?
It's tough, man. Like it's at the level, it's insane. Like everybody wants to now a piece of cake,
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and the struggles with the qualifying round.
And I wish, bro, that I will get in pickleball when you got it. Like 5-6 years ago.
Everyone does.
When I came, in the United States. But I was like playing paddle tennis 8 hours a day.
when you were doing that, do you ever think like, oh, I'm doing this and I love it and I think it's gonna go somewhere, or were you like, I just love it so much I don't even care? Yeah.
Always I was a dreamer, bro. Like, but you got lost in Venice Beach, bro. Like you got in Venice Beach, bro. You stay there and you play a set on the bench with the sunset, and everything is magic.
Yeah.
Like you smoke one joint, okay, whatever. You go in the beach.
All in California.
You go in beach. You swing. You swing on the ocean. So refreshing. You come back. You play more paddle tennis.
Yeah.
It's
like a dream come true.
You think you're not even in the real life.
Yeah.
Like it's like you can't leave the courts. You know,
Yeah.
like I know people stay there all day, man, from morning to.
Yeah, you used to 8
Used
hours.
to, yeah. I used to sleep on the bench.
That's awesome. Is there any like advice that you would give to like any of these people that are also like grinding really hard, trying to get into the
Well,
main draws? Like what
yeah,
are
I mean, like the struggling it's hard because now I could say like training, and drills a lot. Believe in yourself, and you know, I did many. I got my way in almost the main draw now because you know I did my qualify side, and it's tough. But when you get there and you have the opportunity, when you're in the main draw, you feel like, oh, it's my moment. You know,
Yeah.
I gotta show who I am. But it's not. It's hard.
It is
Because in main draw, you find them stronger people.
Yeah, no, for sure. And I mean, it's getting tougher and tougher too. Like
the
even
level is so hard.
even for us, like
Fitness is so. That's why
yeah.
you know I'm not 20 anymore. So I think I want to do. I want to be a specialist double. You know.
Yeah.
'Cause
Do you like the
even
left or the right?
I can play both.
Both.
I can play both, yeah. But I can play both. You know, if you
Yeah.
depend of the partner, you know, I have to click with the person.
Mm-hmm.
For me, if you were on the court together, you understand, like it's
Yeah, we do well.
It's one.
I get
It's,
it. Yeah.
yeah, and you know, I watch you play all the time. 'Cause I love your game, and
Thanks, bro.
yeah, like you're like you, Tyson. You know, for me, and the people that inspire me to play these sports. You know?
Yeah.
Because and many other players, you know, Aiden, Patrick, you know, one of my
Yes,
best friends.
good
I
style.
love it. Yeah, I
Aiden's
love
awesome.
it. And Roscoe Bellamy, one of my best friends. You know, like Sam Carey, also my friend.
Yeah.
Sam, Speedy Record. You know.
Yeah,
like,
I know.
Yeah,
That's
really.
not good.
I really miss him on tour. Like he's the most funny guys.
Yeah, Sam
I
is
like
funny.
to joke him with
Yeah.
all the time.
No, that's
Yeah.
awesome. Is there anybody that you would like maybe bring from Italy and be like, dude, like we should do this together? Like that would be really cool.
I don't want to spoiler because you know my agency in Italy is trying to gonna buy. I would like to somebody like Fabio Fognini play with me in doubles.
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
Yeah. I think eventually, you know, like if you the sport go Olympic, that's for sure. Yeah, that's you know, like because we already start to think about the national team and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, it's growing. In Italy, it's growing, man. It's happening. And I'm not surprised if you know, I'm gonna bring some players from Italy. You know,
Awesome.
so maybe when somebody retired from doubles, like Simone Bolelli, you know, because now this way, you know, I think Jack Sock,
Yeah.
that's the best can happen to the sports of
100%.
pickleball because the guy is insane, man.
Yeah.
Style, game style. You know, like when I go watch him, I like he's a showman. You know?
Yeah, he is. There's a lot of tactics too that go into what he does, right? Like the stare downs, you know, taking a really long time to go get a ball,
The wrist.
everything. Like
wrist,
it's all
Yeah.
it's all kind of like it comes from tennis, and he's like bringing it to the pickleball world.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of things that they haven't been seen yet in the pickleball
Right.
world, and I think it's really good.
Yeah.
I think it's a good viewership, and he's kind of like that person that it's like a really good middle ground, right? He's like, hey, dude, like I did it in tennis. I'm
Right.
doing it in pickleball. You can do both. They're both great. They don't have to fight. Actually, what do you think about that? What do you think about like the fighting between the tennis players and the pickleball players?
Well, I think it's good for the sports, good for pickleball.
Any fight is good.
Yeah, any fight's good because you talk about it, right? So what I think it's that doesn't matter, you know, because they're all racket sports. They're all racket sports,
Yeah.
and what I really like is that PPA, it's an amazing association because you feel like they are professional, you know, like you feel the vibes, like I don't want to say, but you're on an ATP tour, you know, like you know, for people like me never touch that level, you know, that you like to dream like it's like a kind of like a little bit ATP tour, you know,
Yeah,
like
for sure.
but tennis in United States, I'm talking, like, okay, you need to accept it. It's a reality. It's more convenient.
Cheaper.
It's cheaper. The grandmother can play with the grandchild.
Yeah.
It's
Fun.
It's fun. Yeah, it's so many people on the court, and you can have birthday, you have party, you have drink. You know, it's a little bit more enthusiastic than tennis. Yeah,
For sure.
Yeah. Also, the kids. You know, the kids that they approach. It's more easy to approach for the kids. But I'm a tennis lover.
Yeah.
My house it's 24 hours tennis channel. Like when I go home, it's only 24 hours.
Yeah.
Like 24-hour tennis channel. Now I'm watching all the match in clay court. I watch all the match in every season, you know, like all the slams. My son as well, my stepson, you know, Luca, he's playing tennis and pickleball at the same times. I think you can do both.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
after, you know, you have better plans, you know, like if you play both as fun, as a double, because I think in future a lot of players are going to play a lot of multi racket sports like padel, pickleball,
Yeah.
tennis platform, whatever, ping pong, you know, like it's all the same family and different. Of course, tennis is the king, you know, like tennis, everybody comes from tennis.
Yeah.
But they should have changed something, you know, down the road to make it more like, you know, like funny, approachable, you know, like
Yeah.
I don't know what, because, you know, like, but that's the reality, because don't get me wrong, you know, but just Manhattan Beach, right? When there is a tournament on Manhattan Beach pickleball, hey, you see next there is another tournament challenge at $10,000. Hey, nobody's there watching.
No.
And
for sure not.
everybody is watching, buy tickets and to watch pickleball star,
Yeah.
pickleball celebrity. So it's a reality in United States. This is the reality, the sport, and I love it. It's cool, you know, like it's watching in TV. It's amazing, and I think MLP is an amazing product.
Super fun.
Yeah, super fun. Especially the Dream Time.
Breaker?
Yeah,
The Breaker.
that's the best.
Yeah.
Because the guy play
The
against
girl, play some singles, get some stuff
That's
going.
drama.
Yeah, it is drama. Well, the interesting thing, right, because you live in LA,
Yeah,
right?
Venice Beach.
Yeah, and I live in San Diego, and it's tough to. First of all, the weather here is so good that you don't
Yeah.
really need indoor courts. But then what happens is you drive through like a little park with like 2 tennis courts, and it's like empty most of the day, and it's like a beautiful 69, 70 degrees outside, sunny. And then you go to a pickleball, you know, you drive by a pickleball park somewhere, and it has like 4 courts, and there's like 60 people.
Right.
Right? So it's like really hard to, you know, first of all, like digest, and like secondly, kind of like prove that tennis is doing more right now than pickleball is from like a recreational standpoint, you know? So I mean, do you think in your opinion it makes sense to repaint tennis courts into pickleball courts, or do you think they should add on like a different side of like the park or something pickleball courts? Like, what do you think about that? Like, what are your thoughts?
Well, my opinion, I'm not very good in these things, but my opinion is that you gotta separate two sports, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, eventually, yeah, I will do just pickleball court like they're doing, you know, all United States. They are doing facility like
Yeah,
with
huge,
spa,
huge.
restaurant, and that they did in tennis as well. But this gonna work more.
Yeah. Well, it's
This
so busy all the time.
Yeah, it's like it's a sport that grows inside the skin, you know, of United States flag. You know,
Yeah.
like it become a national sport, and it's unstoppable. You know, and it's amazing because it's just another racket sport, like paddle tennis, like padel. You know, like it's the best that we have many difference, you know, because it's proved that the racket sports makes your life longer and longevity.
It is. I
Yeah.
did read some of that too, and I saw a
because
couple like
you use
reels
some
about
part
it.
of your brain in the back of the brain, and you know, like it keeps you alive. It keeps you like thinking about angles, you know, about movements, you know, like, and you can play any age.
Yeah,
any
and you can
age.
play for like 6 hours at a
Yeah,
time, no matter
yeah.
how old you are.
And also, you know, like they say that you injure a lot in pickleball, but it's not true. I think when I play out the sport, I feel worse. You know, like when I play out the sport. But when I play pickleball, because recently I'm trying to do a lot of different activity, you know, during the day, right? To don't be too much obsessed with pickleball, score, breaking through. Because I want to break through so bad, you know, like, and when the moment arrive, you know, I lose third set with match point, the main draw, you know, like
That's painful.
Happened for me like 6-7 times, you know, with good player, with strong player. You can like, it's good that you think all day, 24 hours about pickleball, but can be your like happiness, you know, like decide you otherwise you make that pickleball control you. It's like it has to be the opposite. It has to be something that you gotta enjoy. Even the tournaments, I know it's hard, but you gotta, when you go in the zone, you gotta be, like, be happy.
Yeah. What are your? And it's a funny thing that you brought out happiness, because Nick and I talked about it today too, and you're a very spiritual person, and you kind of just like flowing, you like doing the natural things, what feels good to you, things like that. So like to like go outside of pickleball a little bit, like what do you think the purpose in life is? Do you think is to be happy?
Well, this is a good question. I would say, find your balance. Like find your what's make you happy. It's really important because when you wake up in the morning, you don't have motivation. It's really hard to live. Because you gotta live the present, right?
Yeah.
So when you live the present, you appreciate more everything, like every gesture. Like food or going to lunch with friends. Like watch the sunset.
Yeah.
All these things. We live in the era that I really don't like this era, like social media. For me, I would be Viking on the field with a horse. And
dude, have you seen that show?
Oh man, my favorite.
Dude, I love that. This is the second time watching it now. Ragnar Lothbrok. Yeah, I love that.
I watch all. I'm a big fan. My dog name is Freya. So
no way. That's hilarious.
So for me, like you have a horse. You don't have a car. You don't take ticket. You don't need to park the car. Fuck it. I believe just freedom. Like, and I think sometimes I dream, about me fight with a sword in the battlefield. I think it's like tennis. You can't miss a shot. If you miss a shot, they kill you.
And
you don't have another match.
Yeah, no, you don't get in the losers bracket.
Yeah. But it's fun because I like, for me, I think I'm like a space traveler. Like I would like to travel in the space and a different time of the year. I'm very attracted by aliens. Like
okay.
Yeah, I believe in all these things. And I don't want.
Is the Earth flat?
No, I know.
Hey, you never know. I'm just asking.
That's not. Come on.
Is Ragnar your favorite? Ragnar.
Yeah, Ragnar. I like Bjorn.
Yeah, Bjorn's
I like
good
Lucky also. I like. What's the name of Ragnar? The brother Ragnar.
His brother Rollo.
Rollo. Rollo. They went to France.
Dude, the best thing about Floki is when he does like that little laugh that he does. I can't do it, but it's
by the way, that's
really good.
It's gonna I like to change a lot of looks. Like I'm very like come on, but I like Viking style. It's funny. So here my back of my head when I shave, I have all Viking signs.
No way. That's sick.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah, but I love Viking. I love the culture. Culture because. It's for them. It's like really like if you lose, you die.
Yeah, and everything's about honor. It's about being a man of your word.
After Valhalla,
Valhalla,
like feast and celebrate. Like also when you win a tournament, win triple like band.
Yeah, for sure.
Triple crown. Imagine me and you. We win triple crown.
They go like skull,
bro.
Skull.
We celebrate. I celebrate for 2 weeks. I will miss the next event.
Yeah, for sure. Well, dude, this was awesome. I just want to say thank you to my sponsors, like always. Thank you, MK Lab, for having us. And I just want to open up the podcast to whatever you want to talk about. If there's anything that haven't been said or anything you want to thank or anything. So
well, pretty much I think we say everything, and thank you so much to have me here. And I think everybody has this opportunity to say your story, and I really like say thank you you so much. You're an amazing person.
I appreciate it. Likewise, brother.
Yeah. Maybe one day we play an event together.
Maybe if I get better.
If you get better.
All right, thanks, bro. Yeah, thank you, guys.